Do-do-do-do-do-do. What's up, everybody? JP is here. Every time I start recording, I go to look for something. What's going on, everybody? It's 2025, January. I've been gone for a while. Yeah, excuse me, I need to take me a little couple puffs. It's just something I should have did off camera, but hey, I like to be raw. Anyway, what's up, everybody? It's JP back in the building. Mr. Henderson, I'm back with Show You Right, the JP Henderson Enterprise uh, debut, or whatever you want to call it. But anyway, um, we're gonna catch up with some of the juice. We're gonna catch up with some of the juice. Again, I'm back in my truck. I'm in Belle Glades, Florida, and I'm down here. I'm on a farm actually. I'm on Duda Farms, and I'm waiting on my load um to pick up tomorrow. But anywho, uh, so today I'm just gonna catch up with a few things. I know I just said it's gonna be a lot of stuff I'm gonna say repetitive because I don't have a script. And if you ever listen to my podcast, you would know that I'm off script. I'm like way off script. I don't have a script. I don't keep a script, and none of that. So everything that basically goes on, it just goes on. Um, I do have my TV here, and I'm looking at the news. So I'm gonna give you guys some of my thoughts about some of the things that are going on in the news. And I got a new mic, you guys. I got a new mic. I hope you guys like it. It's a HyperX. Well, I've been noticing I was needing another mic, but I still have another mic. Actually, I do still have another mic, but I have this mic, and it's a HyperX mic, and it's actually pretty cool. It's pretty neat. You know, I can do all kinds of things, and I can change the way that I get my voice to come through to it, even if I want to mute. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. I like the red display. But anyway, beyond that, besides that, um, yeah, I'm back in my truck. If you didn't know, last year, which I know you didn't know, last year I got hit in the parking lot while I was parked, like I'm doing now, and I was actually laying there asleep. And out of nowhere, this other truck just comes and boom! I mean, it just hits me, just tears me up. So I ended up. They tore off my. They tore off my side mirror. They tore off my. Well, they didn't tear nothing off but my side mirror. I mean, they had it hanging. Nonetheless, I had my driver door was dented. Um, and I couldn't roll my window down. My front hood fender was scratched up. Things like that. But they actually got me fixed. It took them about 2.5 months. And I actually had to drive the truck that I had last year before I got off the truck. So I was driving that truck. Um, it was okay until I started remembering what was going on with that truck. I had all kind of alerts going on and all kind of things going on that truck, and it was cool to be in that truck, be back in that truck, but it was a bummer. It was a drag, because I forgot that I had to deal with all of that. Uh, Again, if you guys see this color coming in and out, that's my TV. Um, I'll be grabbing some of these things going on, scrolling at the bottom. I'm gonna grab some of those and talk about those too while we're going. But first things first, we got a new president. We got a new president. Donald Trump is back in the White House. He's back in the president's seat. And as for me being a truck driver and me being out here Um, I I actually see a lot of this stuff going on. I see these Mexicans that are coming in these truck stops and knowing that, hey, they're going to have to hide because they're going to get deported. They're definitely get deported. I mean, and it's crazy. You had this one Mexican guy up in New York, and what did he do? He went up there and just set a woman on fire on the train. Like, why would you even? Who? What kind of mind do you have to have to set someone on fire? Come on, people. Come on, we got to do better. We got to do better, not just as people, but we got to do. I mean, we got to do better. We just got to do better all the way around, all together. But yeah, my trying to check my message because I was supposed to have a conversation tonight about some topics. But yeah, like we in America, we're falling, we're failing, and it's getting terrible, it's getting bad. Um, yeah. On another note, my voice it's done went down, and it's hard. It's really hard for me to really start doing these things again, and not knowing what I'm saying, not knowing how hard I'm gonna say them, or whatever, no whatever. But I'm glad that I got a mic that uh can pick me up real good. I'm actually glad of that. Um, I have another webcam that I'm actually using also. That cam is there, and I'll be able to put it on different things and try to get it to where I can, you know, get it where I can move around. But I actually like the view that I'm having, so it's actually pretty good. Um, so make sure I keep it open. Yeah, yeah, let's keep it open. All right. So anyway, um, man, you got so much stuff going on in the politic world, the political world. I mean, it's crazy because Elon Musk and Donald Trump, and I mean, it's just so much stuff going on out there that we, as people, what are we supposed to do? Like, okay, we're gonna go down to the lower class people, and when I say lower class people, I mean like the people that aren't making. You don't even have to be making a certain amount. It's your living the way that you live. If you have to live in if you live in like a government assisted home, or if you live in a single family home, or if you're renting, let's put it like that. If you're renting and you're struggling to get the bills paid, to put food in the refrigerator, if you're not living comfortably, these are the people that we're talking about. You got debt ups way out of everywhere. You got medical bills, or you got student loans, or whatever the case may be, is what you got going on. These are the people that we're talking about, because there is no way possible that with the way that we're living, with the way that the economy is, the way the marketplace is, the way that all of the things, anything that we buy and consume, and we got to do better on that. Because iPhones are the worst. iPhones are the worst. Why should I have to upgrade my phone to another $3,000 phone? Why should a phone even cost $3,000? What do I even need with a $3,000 phone? I mean, that money could be going to your rent. That could be going to your light bill. That could be going to your water, your cable, internet, whatever. It could be going to your groceries, your gas for work, or whatever. Because everybody is not able to have um that that what am I looking at? 34 34, 35, 40,000. We're just gonna say 40,000. Everybody doesn't have the opportunity to make $40,000 a year. The average, statistically speaking, is what is it? 28 to 30,000? 28 to 30,000. That's on average of what the majority of the people in America are making. Think about that. If you look at all 50 states, you look at all 50 states, the price of living is different in different cities and different towns, different states. Where it might be, we're just going to say where a house for rent may be $500 in a country town or something off the grid, off the map. Inside of the inner city, you may have rent that's $2,000. Like, how do you even, you see what I'm saying? That's one of the things that we gotta do better at. But you want an iPhone, you want iPad, you want iPods, whatever it is. I don't like Apple. I don't have Apple. All my stuff is Android. I don't care what it is. I don't have anything that's Apple. I don't want to have to pay all this extra money, and everything has to be the same type of brand for it to work properly and efficiently. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to have my no, I can't operate like that. I can do everything that I need to do with an Android. Give me some extra storage, and I'm good to go. Now, for those people that aren't making but that $30,000, what can you do in today's world? It's nothing you can really do in today's world. It's hard for you to do the basic common things weekly. Let's like daily. Excuse me. Let's like daily the things that you have to do every day. You have to come home. You have to make sure that you can eat something. You got something to eat. So that means you got to have groceries, or you have to put gas in your car to go to work, or if you pay water bills, whatever the things that you do weekly, it's hard to do, especially if you're not making so much, because each month or however the bills are going to take out, they're going to take it out, and they're not going to hold up. And I think that's one thing that in the lower class is that we need to come together, or not even just come together, but have a certain um, program for those that want to learn how to manage the little money that they get and how to spend it. If you can take if you can take 3 months, if you can take 3 months to manage your money, to spend it in certain ways, then you can have some money left over. And once you start learning that system, once you start learning that practice, then you start seeing these things coming into be. But right now, the way that the system is, nobody knows how to do it, because you either want a TV, you want an iPhone, you want a laptop. I think laptops are almost getting played out for some people, maybe. And people are moving into projection screens now. I'm already getting mine. But the other thing that I'm looking at too, and we can't leave this out, is this Affirm, Afterpay, Klarna. The things that are just like credit card is basically a credit card without having a credit card. You understand? Understand how to use these things. Understand how to use these things, because I just signed up for Afterpay. I just signed up for Klarna. I feel like it's a good thing, but the way I use it is different than the way that my household uses theirs. And I mean, hey, it's different. It's way different. Like, my idea of using these programs and these things like this, my idea of the way to use it. You gotta look at me. I don't have no suit or nothing. I'm a truck driver, so my idea of doing these things is to buy one thing on Afterpay and pay on it weekly. Like, okay, I just got my lights. I just got my lights for my truck, and they cost me about. We're just gonna say around about $350. They cost me about $350 for 3 sets of lights to go outside my car, outside my truck. Now I put it on Afterpay, but um I put it for 12 months. So with the 12-month plan, they're giving me $33. So guess what? If you're giving me 12 months to pay $33 each month, I get paid every week. I can just say $35 every week and just pay every week. $35 every week. Now I'm beating that $35. I'm not waiting until the end of the month. Um, I'm not doing. I'm not waiting to. What do you call it? Uh, um, I'm not waiting until that due date to actually pay. I'm taking the initiative and paying it the week every week. Whenever I get my check is when I pay my Afterpay, Klarna, whatever, whichever one it is. But uh yeah, you gotta figure out how to manage this stuff. You can't be putting stuff on there and adding more stuff to it just because your number is going up. Just because your number is going up doesn't mean that you have to use it up. Just get the stuff that you want to go ahead and get, and you're able to do the same things that you normally do. And each week or month or however, that way you can do more with your money. I just bought my daughter a set of not rims, but some hubcaps. You know, hubcaps are nice when you actually get into them. And I think it was only like $45 from Amazon. I don't even know if they shipped it yet. I hadn't even looked back at it to see if it's shipped or not. But um, yeah, be careful. Be careful. 12 months. You give me 12 months, pay $35, I get it done in 12 weeks. 12 weeks, that's only 3 months. 3 months, I get it paid in 3 months, or you're giving me 12. Boom, that's out of the way. That's done. Now I can go to the next thing that I want to do because I got stuff that I got projects working on. Like I'm working on a 24 foot projection screen. I'm working on a 150 inch projection screen. Stuff like that, and you do those one at a time. One at a time, and you just pay, however you do it. But just don't go over your limit, your max, and you know, yeah, just mess yourself up. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. So that's another thing about with this culture is that we get access to the things that we want to have, but we don't have the actual funds to do it. Now, me, I make a little bit more than um, I make a little more than 4,500 a year. I mean, yeah, 45,000 a year. I make a little bit more than that a year. But uh, the same thing goes that um we got to figure as the culture and the class that we are in, we're not quite middle class, we're not quite low class, but we still have to learn how to move out of these things. It's like, you can't get the opportunity unless you learn how to take the opportunity. um yeah, yeah, like if you take back in the days, back in 1990 back in 1990, we didn't have so much as what we got to worry about now. We didn't have that. We had the bare essentials. You could go outside, ride a bike, go in the woods, and I know a lot of people have heard this before. You can go out here and do all of this stuff. Now the kids don't want to do it. The kids don't want to do it. It's like, and us as older adults, we don't want to do it. Who's gonna leave? Like, who's really literally gonna leave? We will sit here all day, scroll up and down Facebook, won't pick up a book, won't learn, um, won't learn a trade or a skill, but we'll sit up here on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, um, whatever other social media is out there, and we will scroll. If they said that for every 5 posts that you scroll, you lose 30 minutes of your life, a lot of people's lives would be over. Over. Literally, over. You take 30 minutes of your life out 5 posts. Okay. If you're if you're strolling a total of 8 hours a day, if you're scrolling 8 hours a day, how much have you scrolled and how much have you lost? Because not only have you lost a whole day, but you lost a lot of your life, your mind, your brain, your thoughts, your common senses. I I talk to a lot of people, not really, but I talk to I talk to my wife, I talk to my friend, my best man, or whatever. I talk to him, and they both have the same thing in common. Man, did you see that on Facebook? Man, did you see that on Facebook? I don't even barely go on Facebook. Instagram is different because it catches me with some of the things I want to see. And I'm not gonna say want to see, but some of the things that catch my attention. But I have to realize that, hey, you're going too far deep into it. Facebook, I don't like being in other people's lives. I mean, I see, what they're doing, accomplishments and everything like that, but everything that you do on Facebook does not mean that it is real. Let's go ahead and make sure we say that now. People can be who they want to be on the internet or on social media behind the telephone. Behind this thing here, behind a telephone, a cell phone, you can be who you want to be. Right now, I'm doing this podcast. And guess what? I can be who I want to be. No, I'm just playing. I'm going to be me. But at the same time, I can broadcast to the world and I can, speak to the world. But I'm going to speak on what I speak about, what I talk about. Everybody talks about something. But, this is what I talk about. If you don't like it, keep going, keep kicking. I'm not worried about it. I'm going to still talk. Even if I post this video or upload this video. I ain't gonna say post the video. Even if I upload this video, nobody watches it, nobody comments to it. Guess what? I'm in my own world. I'm in my own thing. If people comment, they hear something that I'm talking about, they, comment to it, man. That's cool. I appreciate you. Kudos. I hope to see you on the next episode. I hope to see you on the next video or whatever. And hey, let's keep it rolling. I'm glad to have those people because 9 times out of 10, the people that I'm going to talk to are going to be the people that are going to get something out of what I'm talking about. Right. Like, especially the things, oh man, the things that are going on in the world right now. I mean, you got AI. You don't know what's real. You don't know what's real. AI has come in and AI has taken so much of what you think is real and replaced to make something look like it's real. Just like, okay, the South had snow. South Georgia had snow. People, they were, now this is what was told to me. Somebody post um, a picture about building a snowman, but the thing was that they built the snowman, and then they built a snow crab, and then they built the snow something all in the same place, using the same background, with the same house, the same lights, the same driveway. Everything was the same in the same spot. Now, I know there was no way possible that this could take place if you're building a snowman and you're, I know there's no way possible. A snow crab and all this stuff. There's no way possible. AI is making this thing to where you can create what you want to create. And you can make people believe anything. I got AIs on my phone that are saved, and they are like Superman, me with a Superman outfit on, or Black Panther outfit on, or me on the horse, or something of the kind, something of the kind. And yeah, yeah, that's about as far as AI is gonna get me, right? So my thing is, this is my what can you believe on the internet? If you spend all day scrolling on the internet, if you spend all day looking at things on the internet, what can you believe on the internet if they're giving you fake things to believe, false things to believe, and you still believe it? Who's the one being led? It's like TV. What is it on TV that would actually be really real? There's nothing really that's on TV that's really real. Right now the Tonight Show's on or whatever, and you still don't know what is there to believe. Everybody's reading the script. Everybody's getting paid to do something to make entertainment. You know what entertains me? What entertains me is working towards my legacy, working towards my inheritance, working towards leaving something behind. I don't have kids, but leaving something behind for a generation that's going to need something. They're going to need a job. They're going to need assistance. They're going to need help. They're going to need people. I'm trying to build jobs for people that are going to need these jobs. You know, they're saying, well, you got to think 10 years ahead, and you got to think uh, not what they need right now, but what they're going to need in the future and things like that. It's hard to think about what people are going to need in the future when you got people like Elon Musk up here making robots. And the only thing that we can do is we can offer you a job that's going to be able to fix anything that's technology. So if robots are technology, instead of you going to Elon Musk, our people have to be trained, or not trained, but they have to at least know how to be ready to work on these things. A lot of things are hard to work on. But there are people that know how to work on these things, but don't get the opportunity to go to a company because they don't have any experience. So guess what? Come on over here. We need you. We need you. We need you. We're going to pay you right. We're going to treat you right because we need you. And that's the thing. If we need you, come and get the experience. If you want to go to another company like Best Buy, you want to go to Google, you want to go to NASA, you want to go anywhere like that, come here and get the experience because we're going to connect to all these bigger companies. Yeah. We're going to connect to these bigger companies because a lot of the things that are going on outside in the world are the things that we're going to have to keep up with. Photography is always a beautiful thing. Photography, anybody can tell a story in a picture, but at the same time, it's like, what are people going to be looking for? People want drone videos now. People want, their weddings to have drone videos, or their parties to have drone videos. I saw a commercial where the drone was flying through in and out the house and all that. It was looking like a Michael Bay movie. I'm like, come on, man. This is what you want us to do. So guess what? We got no choice but to know how to do it. And there are people, young people, that know how to do these things because this is what their generation is moving towards. So yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. But that goes to our culture. As the way it looks right now, Trump is about to get rid of all of our immigrants. I'm on a farm right now, and I know for a fact that it is 95% Mexicans that are working on this farm. Let's let that marinate for a second. 95% the people that are working on this farm are Mexicans. And Trump is sending ICE to get them. ICE is getting them. So businesses that are depending on these individuals, these people, what are they going to do? What are they going to do? What are they going to do when it comes time for the work to be done, but there's nobody to do the work? We had one company that we used to deliver to or pick up from, Southern Valley. Southern Valley went out of business because they had nothing but illegal immigrants working there on their farms. When ICE came, did a sweep, came and got them. My hometown, they said in my hometown, the ICE was there in the hometown, they were picking them up. You guys, it's getting terrible, it's getting rough, it's getting bad, it's getting ugly. You got to get ready. You got to get ready. We've been comfortable doing the things that we want to do for too long. And Trump is going to make you get back up. He's going to make you get up and go to work. I understand what he say about make America great again. I understand it. But when you got a generation of people that aren't moving in that direction to get up, yeah. It's like telling somebody that's gained 200 pounds to get out there and run on a treadmill for an hour. It's not happening. It's not happening. Not off the bat. You got to have a lot of push and you got to have a lot of assistance. You got to have a lot of motivation and encouragement to get that person that has gained 200 pounds to get on the treadmill and want to get those 200 pounds off of them. I'm 250. I'm just going to say 250. I'm 250. But if I gain 200 pounds, I'd be 450. That's a pretty big person. I don't even want to be 250. I'm working on trying to come down. I got some things that I'm going to be going through, and I might do some videos on those, but I got some things that I'm to get off of that. But it takes my own motivation to do it. So with Trump's new introduction to the presidency again, it is not going to be a walk in the park. Let's go ahead and say that. It's not going to be a walk in the park. And things are going to be coarse. Things are going to be hard. Things are not going to be easy. That's why I go back to our culture and um, our our demographics, the places where we stay, the places where we live, the incomes that we make, and the sizes of our household. It's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. And a lot of jobs are going to go out of business, but a lot of jobs are going to come in business. But for smaller towns that can't afford to bring in new businesses, they're going to get hit hard. Those are the ones that are under that minimum wage. They're under that. People that are getting paid under the table. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Not going to work. But yeah, it is possible. You always have to keep faith. You have to keep faith and know that, hey, one day things may get back on track. And within that it might get better. You always can look at things getting better, but it's going to get worse before it gets better. That's just anywhere that's in anything. So just try now while you have the chance, while you have the opportunity, try now to get yourself up, get yourself moving, and learn something. Learn something. I was going to go and start talking about the 90s and what we had in the 90s, things that were good in the 90s, things that we had in the 90s, things that we loved in the 90s, and the things that we don't have now that are in the 90s and won't come into the future. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to end this. I'm going to end this here. And I appreciate any and everybody that has watched. Thank you for being who you are and keep doing what you can do. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. That's a very beautiful thing. So that note, hey, it's JP Henderson. Close the book, close your eyes, lay it down, say good night. We'll see y'all next time.